The trade union Unite has warned British Airways that it plans to move towards industrial action against the airline with immediate effect. The two sides have been in dispute over BA's plans to cut thousands of jobs. The airline insists changes are necessary because of the crisis in the industry brought on by the pandemic. Well, staff at BA have told us that the continuing uncertainty is affecting their mental health.
I've gone from being a very confident, self-assured guy who's been in charge of aeroplanes with 400, 500 people on, to being nervous about going out because I don't know what the future holds for me.
Our reporter Harry Bly has been speaking to some of those affected.
I feel helpless and I've never felt like that before.
And he's been asking what BA are doing to support them.
The cuts affect all sorts of positions, from engineers on the tarmac, cabin crew in the skies, and those who work in offices. The risk of losing their jobs and livelihoods, and the lack of clarity about what awaits them, is affecting staff, and they're not happy, especially with all the other anxieties brought by the pandemic. BA's cabin crew have told the BBC that the airline's job loss plans have left them in limbo, with the prospect of serious financial hardship. Many say it's affecting their mental health and well-being.
I am now on antidepressants, and I am actually seeing a therapist.
A lot of sleepless nights. I'm waking up like a couple of hours later thinking, what's going on, what's going to happen, what am I going to do about paying the mortgage.
I feel helpless, and I've never felt like that before. I'm not sleeping very well, and then I wake up during the night thinking about it. I nearly came to blows with my eldest son, and I can't even believe I'm saying that.
My partner's mental health is very up and down. You know, there's the sleepless nights, there's the anxiety, there's the mood swings. And he can't really concentrate on anything.
So the effect on your mental health and your physical health is extreme. You look at your children and you think, how am I going to provide for these two? How am I going to do this? It actually feels like I'm going through a divorce all over again.
Rose, not her real name, explained the impact it's had on her.
Horrendous. This has completely just knocked me over sideways, and I'm just not the same person. If I lose my job, I will lose my house. I will not be able to pay for my car. My life will be just completely changed. I've given my entire working life to this airline, and I'm not qualified to do anything else. I mean, I've been shocked at the effect that it's had on my own mental health. It makes you feel like you're worthless when your trusted employer treats you in this fashion. You just feel worthless. It's awful.
The cabin crew union, BASA, part of Unite, did a mental health survey with staff, which revealed 96% of respondents who said the actions of British Airways during the pandemic affected their mental health. 95% said they didn't feel supported by the firm. When asked about the support from the company, I was told that British Airways had launched an online mental health awareness programme with Gok Wan in May last year. Aviation news site Air 101 reports that BA signed the Time to Change pledge to offer emotional and psychological support in the workplace. Staff have told us that this is no longer available at a time where it's most needed.
They tried to make themselves mental health ambassadors. There was a big launch, I think, last year with Gok Wan?
Gok Wan, yeah.
He became a mental health ambassador for British Airways. I believe that page has been removed from BA.com now.
The Sun newspaper also reports this initiative was removed from the BA website at the start of this year's Mental Health Week. A spokesperson from BASA told us, the week that our mental health service was published was Mental Health Week, and that week BA either took the page down or you couldn't access it, which to me is tantamount to the fact they've realised their actions are causing a massive degree of emotional, psychological and physical concerns with people's health. Crew have written to us in the hundreds, if not thousands. We asked British Airways for a response. They told us, we are acting now to protect as many jobs as possible. The airline industry is facing the deepest structural change in its history, as well as facing a severely weakened global economy. They say they provide a free, confidential 24-hour support service, plus the offer of counselling with health professionals, our own in-house medical team, as well as a wellbeing app provided to all colleagues, and extensive welfare advice on our intranet. This is also available, they say, to furloughed staff.